So what is going on, everyone? This is Fabi here. Today I'm bringing you a pretty interesting commentary, especially for those of you that are interested into gameplay commentaries and YouTube in general, because I'm gonna tell you guys what the struggles of YouTube are, and you know, how easy it is to do, how hard it is to do, what you pretty much need, and my experience with YouTube and commentating in general. Because you know, these few months actually that I've been on YouTube have been a blast for me. I've had a lot of fun meeting new people and stuff like that, and it's just great to meet new people from around the world and play with them and get to know more about them. Not in a pedo way though, so keep it straight, let's say. But no, really, it was awesome. And I want to kind of try and tell you guys how it actually is and what I find that's the hardest about this, and you know, what skills you need to have before you get into this. And probably the most important skill that you need to have if you want to be on YouTube is be able to speak the language you want to talk into pretty fluently. You know, in my case, it's English, and the problem is English is not my main language. Some of you need to know this. Some of you may not know this. Actually, English is not my main language, so that's kind of a struggle for me, and I'm trying to get better at it. Hopefully, you know, someday I'll get super good at English, and I would love to get super good at English, because English is actually one of the languages I love the most. And I would really love to be able to talk fluently, flawlessly in English without any sort of hiccups or anything like that, and that would be just awesome. I would feel great about myself. I would be able to get at that point. And you know, the second most important thing, in my opinion at least, is to be able or to be good at public speaking, because that's something quite interesting. But you know, you've got to be able to talk without interruptions and stuff like that. And if you're just gonna be like, hey, so let me think what I want to talk about, so yeah, so that's not gonna work on YouTube. You know, you need to be talking fluently and stuff like that, and you need to know what you want to talk about before you start doing the commentary. And you don't need to kind of be stressed out. You need to feel relaxed, just like you would feel when you're trying to present something to a public. You know, you don't want to be like super frustrated. You don't want to show that to your community, to your audience. You just want to be or look like you're chilled out, even though you might not be. You need to kind of be able to hide those emotions, at least for a little bit, because that does not make a great impression to the overall public. But now, talking about gameplay commentaries and specifically what you kind of need nowadays, and I hate to say this, but you kind of need a pretty good capture card. You don't necessarily need the HD PVR. I think that the Rovio or Roxio, whatever it is called, I can't remember, Game Capture HD is going to be a good buy, especially when you're just beginning. You know, you're starting to do this, because you never know if you're going to like it or not. You know, you don't need to do it if you don't like it, but a lot of people I've talked to actually like this a bunch, and so it's a great thing to try out. And you know, don't come into YouTube thinking that in 1 month you'll be the #1 on YouTube, because that's really unlikely to happen, and it will just pretty much kind of tear you apart when you find out that it's actually quite hard to grow on YouTube if you don't have a really original idea. And that's probably the most important thing on YouTube, is to have a original idea that no one has ever had before, that's really interesting to people. Because you can have an idea that's not really all that you know, interesting to people or interesting to watch, and you won't get all that much of an audience. But you have a really awesome idea, even if it's only, you know, a little twist of something that someone else is doing, but it's a little bit different. You know, if it's neat and it's really nice to watch, people will come and watch you and subscribe to your channel, and that will be pretty much a nice end. Not nice end, but that will be a pretty good thing, you know. Hopefully you get what I'm trying to say. But you know, this is pretty much what I would say that's kind of necessary for gameplay commentaries and for YouTube in general. You know, you just want to be really chilled out, and when you're doing vlogs, the most important thing is probably to just look at the camera, because if you're not looking at the camera, people would think that you are actually frustrated, and you know, you don't want to talk to them, or you don't feel like doing it. And when you're talking to the camera, you know, people that are actually watching the video can actually feel your emotions a little bit better. It's just how it works out. Even in real life, when you're talking to someone, it's just better to look into their eyes and not, you know, not look somewhere else, because then they might think you're lying and stuff like that, and that's just not good. And also, you might be tempted to look at the screen if you're recording with your webcam, but that's just not good. You know, just look straight up at the lens or at the camera staring at you, and that will be your best bet probably. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys like this. If you need some more advice or stuff like that, you know, leave some comments down below, because even though my channel is not really all that big, I do know some tips that I can share with you, and you know, I'll be really pleased to do that. And also, guys, if you're starting on YouTube right now, or you're all on YouTube, whatever, more power to you. You're doing a great stuff. You know, keep doing it. It's great. We all love it, and we love you. So, anyways, guys, remember to like and favorite and subscribe to my channel. So, peace out, guys. Peace. Have an awesome day, and remember, I like pancakes.